Good day, everybody. I hope y'all having a blessed day. And for those who aren't having a blessed day, I pray that you make it through the day. So I'm here. Uh, I'm gonna give you guys. This is my first time actually posting. Not really first time. I tried it a couple of times, but this is my first time stepping out um, on the whole YouTube thing and trusting in God to lead me and direct me with it. Um, So my name is Jalen. Some people know me as Jalen. Some people know me as Isaiah. I'm from the Bahamas. I'm currently in school at Oklahoma State, and I love the journal. Let's just start off with that. I love the journal. I love to write devotions. I love to teach, and most importantly, I love Jesus. I love God. Um, so yeah, I love the journal. I have like at least 5 journals. Believe it or not, I like to write. I also have a lot of notes in my notes app, so that's a fun. I guess that's a fun fact. Like, if you actually ran into me and you say, "Hey, Chilla, can I check out your notes app and stuff like that?" Like, I wouldn't actually show you all the stuff I write in it, but I'll show you how long it is because it's pretty. It's lengthy. But we're gonna dive straight into it. This is a devotional page, and I'll post devotions and intertwine with real life situations that I went through, and I, as a college student, as a human being, as someone in their 20s, um, and I pray that it touch the hearts of those who are young adults, teens, whoever. Honestly, whoever could reach out and touch, I pray to reach out and touch you guys, and it gives all it enlightens you guys and give y'all a revelation on what it is that you need to do in your life to make it much more better than it is. Okay, so we're gonna dive straight into it. I'm not gonna keep you guys long, um, even though I talk a lot. But the topic is it's time to let it go. Um, and we find ourselves in situations. We find ourselves in situations. I'm sorry. We find ourselves in situations where we attach ourselves to people that God doesn't have assigned to us. They were never meant to be in our lives, but we attach ourselves to them. And honestly, it happens a lot more than you think. And even when we have some people that are assigned to us, but they're only for a season. We have friends. We've been in friendships and stuff that wasn't supposed to last as long as it did. You're supposed to drop the person from January, but we hold it off until October, and it's like, why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because our communicational skills aren't as good as a generation. Like, I'm sorry, we have poor communicational skills, and is not healthy. It's not healthy. We also, another issue is that we also, I want to say, we lie, but we're untruthful. We cut corners in a situation that happens, and we say, let's beat around the bush because we don't want to we don't want to hurt the next person's feelings, and so we beat around the bush because we don't want to hurt the next person's feelings. Instead of being direct, we cut the corners and we never get the point across. And sometimes we need that harsh. Sometimes the conversation has to be straight and direct in order for the person to understand that, hey, no, I need you to get this. I need you to understand that we have to separate. It'll be in our best interest that we separate. And for some situations, you guys could be friends, and for some other situations, you guys don't need to be in contact no more, never. And that's okay. It's okay to come to those terms. It may be it may be heartbreaking at first. But then after a while, you go through your healing, you go through your growing and stuff. Like I said, whether it be a family member, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a relationship, we all undergo these phases because to everything there's a season. There's a time to grow. There's a time to heal. There's a time to to mourn. There's a time to be joyful. There's a time to celebrate. There's a time for everything. We literally go through seasons. Right now, it's on the Friday, Saturday. It's supposed to be snowing. To everything, there's a season. Is what I'm trying to get you guys. Everything is a season, and I honestly think that we should we should take time to ourselves in order to understand ourselves so we don't find ourselves in situations that are damaging to both parties. And a lot of us just want to have a good time. And so we find a person that's also in that space and mindset, and we end up damaging ourselves in so many different ways. Unnecessary hurt, unnecessary pain, unnecessary problems, issues. Why? Because you can't communicate. Because you don't want to be confrontational, or you don't know how to approach the person, or you're not accepting of bad news, or you're not accepting of good news, you're not accepting of all these different things because you don't want to hear it. You feel as though everybody wants to attack you. Oh, they want to attack me, they want to hurt me, they want to attack me. No, they're just trying to get a point across. I'm just trying to get a point across so that you can understand that. Sorry, something's in my eye. So that you can understand that this is the best choice for both of us. And sometimes you have to be the person that takes control and be the leader in that situation, because if you're not the leader at that situation, or you're not the leader and the person that can navigate through that situation, it's going to end badly. Okay, so there's a scripture that I did pull from as well, though. I'm not gonna read the full thing. I probably wouldn't read it at all. It's Genesis 13. I'll advise you to read this whole chapter. Genesis 13. Read Genesis 13, 1 through 18. Stops at 18. It talks about how Abraham and Lot had separated, and while I say on the journey, they separated. Abraham told him, hey, like, if you go to the right, I'll go to the left. If you go to the left, I'll go to the right. God has other plans for us. This is where our journey ends. And when you're being led by God, He'll always let you know. It ends here for you guys. Like, now, if that person is, I'm not saying everybody you run into, you have to end it at some point in time. Some people you have that attached to you are meant to be with you for a long period of time, forever. For better or for worse. Some people are meant to be with you. And so I'm gonna read some of the notes that I do have, and then we'll explain it. I'll explain it, run through it, and I'll get out your way. So, like I said, the title is "It's Time to Let It Go." You are assigning yourself to people God never paired you with, and you're wondering why you feel drained. Some of the people around you right now were only meant for a season and a lesson, but you continue to hold on because you're concerned about their feelings. Yet, God doesn't operate based on feelings. Friendships can also be unequally yoked. And until you understand that, you keep believing they're for you when they're not. Paul and Barnabas separated because their season together was over. It took a disagreement for them to realize they had outgrown each other. So why do we hold on to shards of broken glass, knowing all they do is cause us to bleed? And I feel as though, what I like about this, I feel as though we wait until there's a moment where we could argue and get upset about something to say, okay, I had enough of this, I'm leaving. No, don't. Why do you wait until your cup? Why do you wait till the bottle bursts? Why do you wait until your lid is popped? Why do you wait until like the valves are busted to say it's time for me to leave? Bro, this is our generation. Why do we do that? That's That's not fair. That's not fair to none of you guys to eat a party. I feel as though, as a young man in this generation now, I feel as though things are better things are better off when we communicate and we lay our cards all on the table and we explain, hey, this is how I feel, this is what happened, and I felt so we could have done this better. My best advice to you too also is to point out the stuff that went wrong, point out the stuff that that person could grow on, whether it be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your spouse, your friends, your family. Hey, I feel so you could do better than this. And you ask them, hey, what can I do better in? And hear them out. You guys hear each other out because it really helps. It really helps you understand that, oh, I could be a better person. I could change this. I didn't know I was like this. I didn't know I hurt this person or offended this person in this way. It helps. Don't allow argument to happen for you guys to separate, part ways. Okay, so as we go on, it says yes. I say yes, we all need companionship, but does it make sense to be tied to someone else when we haven't even examined ourselves? I'm gonna stop right here. So I totally feel as though we all should, coming from a person like, trust me, I'm looking for love. Uh, but college students, like people my age, people younger than me and stuff, I feel as though we need time to ourselves before we could find that perfect match, that person that we need to be with. Because if we aren't healed from any childhood trauma or any friendship trauma or anything that was just traumatic for us that could affect the relationship with the person that we are supposed to be with, that's not good news. That's not good. I feel as though we should be to ourselves for a second to understand ourselves. Some of us don't understand ourselves at all. We feel as though if we attach ourselves to him or her, it'll make us understand. It'll make us a better man. It'll make us a better woman. No, it makes it worse. It makes it worse. It makes it way more horrible. Um, and it's damaging. It's not good. Like y'all, the people who came out in a single parent household, we need the most work. Believe it or not, we need the most work. If mom wasn't there, we need work. If dad wasn't there, we need work. Period. You need work. Take some time out to yourself. If the even if your parents were you grew up in a two parent household, but the way your mom treat you or talk to you wasn't good, or the way your dad treat you and talk to you wasn't good, work on that before bringing that to someone else. Or some relationships, some marriages aren't as good as they seem. Don't get it fooled. Some people be together for 2 years. I mean, not 2 years, 20 years, and it'd be 20 miserable years. Or it'd be 10 good years, and then mom cheated or dad cheated, and now it's the other 10 is just 10 miserable years. So even though you feel so it's not affecting you, it is affecting you. So work on it. Work on it. Uh, then we have, it says, if you currently have friends, a spouse, or a significant other, ask yourself: are we growing from each other, or are we just feeding off of the benefits one of us may be producing? It's dangerous and damaging to leave a relationship without learning anything from it, whether good or bad. So if you ain't learn nothing from the relationship that you've been in, or you don't learn, if that person ain't taught you nothing, if you ain't even copied a slang or like something, you ain't learned nothing. You tell me all the time you've been with me, you ain't learned nothing. Come on, that's not good. That's not good. That's not healthy. And my best advice for you before I end is, when separating from your friends, or you separated from a family member that you always with, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, make sure that you leave a great impact. And in order for stuff to work out, it has to be God centered. Pray, ask God to work on you before you indulge with someone. If before you get entangled in something, before you don't even let's try to drift away from the entanglement. Let's try to drift away from indulging in stuff that we ain't even supposed to be in to begin with. Let's try to work on ourselves. Period. So forget I even said erase. Erase. Let's try to work on ourselves, and whether, like I said, whether it's a friendship, whatever ship it would be, try to leave a great impact. Try to leave an impact that shows that, hey, she was a nice person. He was a nice person. Oh, God is really in this person. Allow your light to shine so that nobody could talk badly about you. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a blessed day. And for those who aren't having a good day, I pray that you make it through the day. Y'all have a good one.